Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this Tuesday mountain weather update and a few inches of new snow to report. We'll start in the Wasatch, actually 5 inches of new snow here at Solitude. What a beautiful morning. That snow has cleared. Look at that view, Honeycomb Canyon, spectacular. Sunshine Bowl looking good. Some people just starting to roll in. Should be a great day across the Wasatch. 3 inches of new snow being reported up at Alta. What a view this morning. That snow has cleared. Now it's going to be a bit of a waiting game for the Wasatch. Probably going to have to wait until 110, 111. I'll show you my timeline coming up for the Wasatch. It is also a powder day up here. This is Jackson Hole. That snow has cleared, reporting 3 or 4 inches of new snow. So right on the precipice now of a season total of about 200. But look at these views. Look at Cody Bowl this morning. Oh, man, that is breathtaking this morning. What else do we got? Beautiful sunrise taking shape here from the summit of Teton Lift, looking out across the valley. You can see Snow King off into the distance. Oh man, just beautiful stuff. There's no question you're going to reach 200. I've got probably 8 to 10 inches of additional snow in my Jackson Hole forecast coming up. So look at that. Into Colorado, we are shrouded. Still some leftover snow showers across the 10-mile range. This is Breckenridge. You're reporting a few inches of new snow. Vail up to Loveland reporting about an inch. A Basin, Winter Park, still a bit of shrouding. Most of that snow, though, let me take into the radar, is now sitting low across the Front Range with this front that dove down the Front Range. We've got a northeast wind driving some upslope snow from Fort Collins into Boulder down to Denver, the Denver Metro, to Colorado Springs and Pueblo. So the movement with this is going to be north to south. So eventually all this is going to end up in southern Colorado. Cuchara will get several inches out of this. The Sangre de Cristos and also northern New Mexico will also get snow accumulation out of this. But looking further to the west, man, there's just nothing on radar. So when I say it's a waiting game, it really is. All the storm systems from here on out are going to come out of the Pacific Northwest, even Canada, and go north to south. So that's going to be the movement. In the northeast, some wraparound snows, some lake effect snows. So light accumulations today and tomorrow for a lot of the northeast. All right, setting all this up on water vapor. So there's our front that dove down across the Intermountain, and that's what's snowing across Colorado right now. Behind it, you've got a lot of action, but it's all driving its way up into Alaska and Canada. Eventually, some of this is going to spill down. But it's going to take a little bit of time. It'll come in a couple of different waves. There'll be an initial wave. I'll show you that on the snow forecast. And there's a main storm that will come in behind it. Okay, here is my snow timeline this morning. Best odds of snow for the Wasatch, Tetons, Colorado, Tahoe, interior BC, and the Northeast. So, for example, in the Wasatch, you're probably going to have to wait until late 110 into 111 for light snow accumulation, then light on 112. Tetons, you've got light snow coming in tomorrow, and then moderate afternoon 110 through 111 and 112. Colorado, light continuing this morning, today, light on the morning of 1-9, and then light to moderate 111 and 112. Nothing for Tahoe, and you can see the forecast there for interior BC and also the Northeast. All right, let me bring you up to speed. Season to date, here are the season totals. At the top of the list is Timberline, Bachelor, Alyeska, and look at Revelstoke up there as well. Jackson Hole on the precipice of 200. Alta's up there approaching 200 as well. Vail's at 138. Winter Park at 142. You've got Jay Peak way up there still at 159, competing with many of the western resorts. Ajax, Snowmass, all up there around 140 to 150. And Loveland's working on 130, so not a terrible start to the season. And more snow to come. Not a ton, but some. All right, let's drill down to Alta, and this is the forecast mediagram. So there's our column for today, the 7th. There's 8, there's 9, there's 10. What you notice right away, and this is effective at about 9,000 feet. For Alta Snowbird, there's really nothing. There's a little skiff of snow that comes through late 8, early 9. That may be a half an inch. The winds kick up with that 30, 40 miles an hour. But really, like I said with my timeline, you're most likely going to have to wait until 110, 111, and 112 for more of a light to moderate accumulation that comes in. So It's pretty calm. The next couple of days are pretty calm. And then the winds kick up and a touch of snow on early 9, late 8, early 9. Okay, here's my snow. Here's the snow forecast accumulation over time. So again, this is going to be over a course of 12 hours, but I'll start it at about lunchtime today. So 11 a.m. today, you can see what's left. It's over, and those light blue shadings, that's all under 3 inches of accumulation. The green would be 3, 4, 5. So that's all over the eastern plains of Colorado. Moving ahead in time, here we are by late, so about 10 o'clock tonight. Some leftover snow over Colorado Springs and Pueblo, southern Colorado, but again, the whole thing is moving into southern Colorado. Here we are by tomorrow morning. Tiny bit of leftover snow over northern New Mexico, but watch to the north. Here comes our next wave of snow. Here's lunchtime on Wednesday the 8th. Some snow moving through Montana. Now down into Big Sky, Yellowstone, headed towards the Tetons. Here we are late on Wednesday. A pretty good shot of snow, I think, for a lot of Bridger Bowl, Red Lodge, and Big Sky with this. And then it dives down into Yellowstone. There it is over the top of the Tetons. A little bit of light snow accumulation. Here we are by early on Thursday the 9th. Looks like the Bighorn Mountains are getting some snow. All right, now that dives down. Here we are lunchtime. Hoggaden gets some snow. This is lunchtime on the 9th. Now, this does brush the high Uintas with a touch of snow, 3 inches or less, and a little bit of snow across the central and northern mountains of Colorado as well. That's going to be light. Again, just light blue shadings. Here we are late on the 9th. That moves through Colorado. Here's early morning hours on Friday the 10th. That moves away. Here we are at about lunchtime on Friday. Here comes our 110, 111, 112 storm system just now diving out of Canada and the Pacific Northwest. You can see the light blue accumulations and returns up there in the north. So that'll eventually be going down to the south, diving to the south through Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado eventually. Okay, let's take a stop and see how that shakes out in Colorado. This is a basin, the time height forecast. You can see the green. That's what I'm looking for. That's a humidity forecast over time through all the vertical layers of the atmosphere over the next 72 hours. You read the timeline at the bottom from right to left. So we've definitely got moisture around today and lift. A little bit of leftover snow accumulation, maybe another couple of inches. A Basin, Loveland, Summit County, Winter Park, Continental Divide, and that lasts through the day today. And then we dry out for a full day, and then another tiny shot of snow comes in, and I showed you that on the snow forecast. That comes in, let's see, late 9 into early 10. So somewhere right in there. Okay, let me show you what I'm thinking. And then there's another storm for 110, 111, and 112. So for A Basin, this cranks out another 2 or 3 inches. So there's a little bit of leftover snow today. You can see the blue bars. And then on 9 into early 10, there's a little bit of snow accumulation. So 2 or 3 inches. And then we'll add to that with that storm system for 110, 111, and 112. Here's my official snow forecast. This is all of today through 112. I got nothing for the Sierra. A little bit for the Pacific Northwest, and about 3 to 8 for interior BC. Maybe a little bit over spills down in the Marmot Basin. 3 or 4 up through Brundage and Schweitzer. I've got a pretty good pocket of snow accumulation through Bridger Bowl, Red Lodge, and also Big Sky. About 8 or 9 there through Grand Targhee and Jackson Hole, so you'll make the 200-inch mark for the season easily. 4 or 5 there for the Wasatch. In Colorado, probably 4 to 8 inches across I-70 and north. So again, a little bit of leftover snow today, maybe a little bit on the 9th into early 10, and then that other storm system comes in 10, 11, and 12. And you can see that on the timeline again. Colorado, light today, light 9, and then light to moderate 11 and 12. Southern Colorado, northern New Mexico, you've got some snow today, tonight, tomorrow. Anywhere from 3, 4, 5, 6 inches of accumulation. Okay, let's go to the northeast. Not a lot of change here from yesterday's update. Most of the accumulation is going to be in northern Vermont, northern New Hampshire with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches of accumulation. Whiteface also gets a decent shot, maybe 8, 9, 10 inches of accumulation. But still no major storm systems. The track There was once a potential here, and I'll show you the timeline. Light through 1789, light on 111. There was some potential a couple of days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, for a larger storm around 110, 111. Still not seeing it track close enough to change any numbers here. So very similar numbers to what we talked about yesterday. This is 17 through 112. Okay, back to the west. We'll end on the big map for the west. Still a couple of shots of some light to moderate accumulations, maybe even heavy up there in the parts of Montana. Tetons looking good. Wasatch, not bad. I mean, today's going to be a great day. And then in Colorado, some reinforcing shots of snow. At least a couple of different waves of snow coming through with 4 to maybe 8 inches of accumulation. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in here. Always appreciate it. Take care and have a great day.